You wake up. But something's wrong. Your back is on something hard, not your bed. It's a leather mat, stretched over dirt. You're surrounded by the sound of snoring. Dozens of men, packed shoulder to shoulder in a cramped canvas tent. You sit up and feel the weight of a wool cloak bunched under your neck, doubling as your pillow. Your head throbs. The air smells like leather, sweat, and wood smoke. And then you see your hands. They're thick. Calloused. Scarred. And holding a short sword like it's been there your whole life. You are a Roman legionary in the 1st century AD. And this is your first day. You're not alone. There are 7 other men in your tent. This is your contubernium, your squad. 8 soldiers who eat, sleep, march, and fight together. Think of them as your brothers. Because for the next 25 years, these are the only family you'll have. Roman soldiers are forbidden to marry. That law doesn't change until nearly the 2nd century. So no wife waiting at home. No letters from a sweetheart. Just you, your squad, and the empire. A horn blasts. It's not a rooster waking you up, it's the cornicon, the legion's horn blower. Every Roman camp runs on brass music. Different notes mean different things: wake up, eat, march, attack, sleep. You scramble to your feet. Outside, the camp is already moving. Smoke rises from cooking fires. Sentries are forming up in neat blocks. You have exactly minutes to pack your gear and fall in line. A centurion walks past your row. He's easy to spot. He's the one with the transverse crest on his helmet and a vine stick in his hand. That stick isn't decorative. It's called a vitus. And he will use it on your back if your armor isn't polished or your boots aren't laced. He carries it everywhere. Even when he's off duty. In the Roman army, discipline is everything. One mistake in formation gets a man killed. So mistakes are beaten out of you, literally. Breakfast is simple. Barley porridge or bread, maybe some cheese if you're lucky. Wine too, but diluted with water. The Romans think drinking undiluted wine is barbaric. You eat standing, because you're about to march. And if you've been bad? The punishment ration is barley instead of wheat. It's the ancient equivalent of being on bread and water. And believe me, after a few days of barley mush, you'll behave. You fall into step. The legion moves fast, about 30 miles a day in full kit. And full kit is heavy. Your larica segmentata, those metal bands strapped to a leather harness, weighs about 12 kilograms on its own. Add your helmet, your shield, your javelins, your sword, your dagger, your pack with rations and tools, and you're carrying close to 35 kilograms. That's 77 pounds, strapped to your body, on a dirt road, under the Mediterranean sun. And you're wearing a wool tunic in summer. The faux cal around your neck isn't for fashion, it stops the metal armor from rubbing your collarbone raw. Every single day, at the end of the march, you build a fortified camp. Dig a ditch. Pile the dirt into a rampart. Plant sharpened stakes. Set up the tents. Organize the watch rotations. What took you all day to march, you now fortify in a few hours. The Roman army literally built an empire one camp at a time. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll burn it all down and march to the next spot. This is your life now. After camp is built, you train. Formation drills. The testudo, the tortoise. Front rank holds shields forward. The ranks above hold shields overhead. You create a shell of wood and metal that arrows literally bounce off of. But you can't see where you're going. You're moving blind, trusting the man next to you, the man behind you, the horn calls you learned. If one man breaks formation, the whole tortoise collapses. And that's why you drill until your arms scream. Go to the pay table. A legionary earns about 225 denarii a year. But it's not all yours. The quartermaster deducts the cost of your food, your equipment, your tent space. By the time the deductions hit your paycheck, you keep maybe a third. A centurion makes 3,000 to 15,000 denarii a year. That's the gap between a foot soldier and an officer. A loaf of bread costs 2 asses. A good tunic costs 15 sestertii. Your salary? Enough to survive. Not enough to get rich. You're assigned guard duty. 2 hours of staring into the dark, past the camp wall, past the Empire's border, into enemy territory. You think about your family. You're not supposed to, you're a soldier of Rome. But you do. You're 5'8", you can read and write, and you have excellent vision. That's what they checked before they let you join. And now you're standing on the edge of the known world, holding a pilum that's designed to punch through a shield and bend, so the enemy can't throw it back at you. The horn sounds again. Break down the camp. Fill the ditch. Pack the tent. Fall in. Another 30 miles. Another fortified camp tonight. 2 more decades of this before you earn your retirement. And if you survive the 25 years, you get a plot of land and your discharge papers, and the right to finally marry. You are a Roman soldier. And this is your life, every single day, for the next quarter century.